ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Attack Rap. I'm your host, Nick Kennedy. Today's show is going to be a little bit different than the previous 16 episodes. Tonight we're going to have an extremely important conversation about Black history and hockey. I want to encourage all of you watching this now to approach tonight's conversation with humility, as we hear about personal experiences that we may not have had ourselves. And I want us to also approach this with understanding that we may never fully understand the effect of racism in hockey and the effect that that has on players of color. But I believe that we, as the best fan base in the CHL, we have the ability to be front runners in that pursuit of equality in hockey. You know, Owen Sound and Grey Bruce have a proud history when it comes to historical racial issues. Owen Sound, or the town of Sydenham, was the northernmost stop on the Underground Railway for slaves escaping captivity. Our first town crier, John Daddy Hall, was born in southern Ontario and fought against the Americans in the War of 1812 before being captured by an American raiding party and sold into slavery in Virginia and then eventually Kentucky. Hall later escaped through the Underground Railway and made his way to Owen Sound, where he became our first ever town crier and would deliver the news multiple times a day on the corner of 10th Street and 3rd Ave East. Owen Sound also has the longest running emancipation celebration in North America, dating all the way back to 1862. And we will continue to hold this festival on August 1st of each year. While there is much history that we are proud of, it's important for us to recognize that racism still exists and that it still exists here in Grey Bruce and in Owen Sound. People of color experience it daily, both explicitly and in ways that we may be unaware of. In the documentary Black Ice, which chronicles the story of many Black hockey players, Associate Professor of Political Science at McGill University, Deborah Thompson, mentions that we as Canadians have a proclivity towards forgetting the more unsavory parts of our history and identifying ourselves as the good guys in history. As Canadians, it's easy for us to see Canada as the champion of equality and the savior of slaves that were escaping captivity because we were the destination of many of those escaped slaves. However, when we do this, we often overlook or diminish the experience of Black people and other people of color who experience racism because it does not fit into our national identity. In fact, in many ways, Canada has erased Black history from our history books. In 1895, in Nova Scotia, the All-Black Colored Hockey League, or CHL, was founded. This league saw hundreds of Black individuals and teams come through its ranks from the Africville Seasides to the Halifax Eureka. Much of our game of hockey today can trace its roots back to the Colored Hockey League. The first documented slap shot by a white player is credited to former Montreal Canadian Bernard Geoffrion. At this time, the NHL had rules about stick blades staying on the ice, whereas the Colored Hockey League, which took the rules of the NHL and loosened them a little bit, was documented to have the first ever slap shot back in 1906, almost 50 years before Boom Boom Geoffrion, and it goes credited to a Black player named Eddie Martin of the Halifax Eureka. The Colored Hockey League was also the first league ever to allow goaltenders to drop to the ice to make a save, which was later adopted by NHL years after goaltenders in the Colored Hockey League proved its effectiveness. You see, hockey has deep Black roots and a rich Black history, and that is something for us to celebrate. With all that being said, we'd like to welcome to the show today our guests, Taos Jordan, Harry Nansi, and Gabriel Smith. Gentlemen, thank you so much for coming to the show today and enduring the opening monologue.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Excellent. Well, I want to ask you guys a few personal questions, and you know, feel free to move on if that's a question that you don't want to answer. You absolutely have the freedom in that. I want to ask you guys sort of how has race played a part in your hockey experience and how you personally have interpreted hockey?
For me, growing up, I had a lot of Black friends in my like Toronto area on my hockey team, on my spring hockey team, and we go tournaments almost every weekend. And for me, growing up, it would always be a bunch of white kids against a bunch of us. So there was always like that different mentality, let's say, of just make sure you're doing the best you can, but try to keep your mouth shut just to make sure that nobody says anything they shouldn't.
Right.
So that was kind of my experience growing up.
You felt like there was an elevated level of pressure on you?
Yeah, always, yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that. Guys, do you want to anything to add to that, or similar experience?
Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
Being the only black kid on your team, sometimes I have to set my expectations even higher than the other kids out there. So
there was more pressure on you, you felt like, to achieve.
yeah.
Interesting. Similar for you as well, Gabriel?
Yeah, I'd say same thing.
Excellent. Could you guys help us to understand the effect that racism has had on black hockey players? And you talk about some of the elevated pressures, both to, stay as quiet as you can or to overachieve, but how has racism specifically affected black hockey players and their pursuits to greater hockey achievements?
Sometimes it can be with like trying to meet your goals, and some people are just getting in the way of that. That's probably one of the biggest factors of being colored in the sport.
Right.
Is the diversity you go through with other players and other people judging you and that type of stuff.
Similar answer for you guys as well?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm curious, we've talked about the nature of hockey culture on the show before. And we've seen how hockey culture can have negative impacts in all sorts of different areas, and in some ways very positive impacts. Has the negative sides of hockey culture made it harder to out racism when it's identified?
It's not too big of a struggle for me. Personally, I like to take it as a challenge. If people are hating against me, they know my name, they know what I'm capable of.
Right.
So I just use that as fire and like to use it against them.
Excellent. How have you guys seen kind of the positive or negative sides of hockey culture and its relationship to race through the game?
I'd say it's like starting to be more positive. People are more inclusive, and there's a lot more like people like us playing hockey.
Very cool. Would you say that there's a difference for players of color now than there would have been, like, let's say 20 years ago when Wayne Simmons played for the Owen Sound Attack and he had to go through junior hockey?
Yeah, I'm sure it was a lot more difficult for him to go through junior hockey than us, because we do have the resources. We do have friendships that we can reach out to.
Right.
I'm not sure of his story, but I'm sure there was definitely some difficult times for him to go through with being colored in the sport.
Right. You guys would feel probably a fairly sizable difference, or any experience that you've heard of that you feel like maybe your experience is different from now?
Not really. I mean, I was lucky enough not to be part of any of those like racist comments or like atmosphere, stuff like that. Yeah.
Absolutely. Do you feel like there are still steps that you would look for hockey to take, hockey culture or leagues to take, as they are pursuing greater inclusivity and kind of within hockey?
Yeah, well, there's always room for improvement. Well, with us doing these Black History Month jerseys, that's kind of a big thing for Owen Sound and the OHL. And for me, I think most teams should be able to do this with the other types of jerseys they have. So I think this would be like our first step to success.
Excellent. I'm curious, what would you guys say to a younger player, a player of color, who's, maybe they're in Bantam or Tykes or something like that? What would you say to them to encourage them now as they're going to, grow up through hockey, and like you guys have mentioned, it's getting easier and easier, but what would something that you would tell them be, just as an encouragement as they pursue hockey?
For me, probably just ignore it. and you do have resources, so make sure if somebody does do something to you or say something to you, make sure you tell somebody about it. Don't let it just boil up inside you, and just make sure you're doing the right thing and not retaliating to it.
Yeah. Any advice from you guys?
Like he said, just ignore it, like cancel the noise, and just keep working hard.
Excellent, excellent. Is there any advice that you guys were given when you were starting your hockey career by another player of color that kind of helped you to get to where you are today?
Yeah, like growing up, I had Anthony Stewart. He helped me a lot. He'd like tell me like just ignore it, and also like gave me resources, and I met other like people like me through him that play hockey too, and like developed relationships with them too.
That's awesome. That's very, very cool. I'm curious, is there a responsibility that fans or staff or players have as we pursue more inclusivity in hockey? Like, you know, for fans watching the show, for example, what should we expect of fans to promote inclusivity in hockey?
Just try not to be as negative as people are. Just, I don't know, just probably just supporting us if we do need it, and making sure that like everybody's talking to each other and not like being exclusive. So. And
kind of maybe, would there be any validity to approaching it from sort of a perspective where, you know, if we haven't had the same experience, we wouldn't be able to understand fully where you guys are coming from?
Yeah.
Very cool. Well, why don't we jump to this jersey? I mean, it's sitting back here, it's swinging. I gotta get your opinion. Let's just take it right off. Why not? Let's bring it right out and show everybody. This is going to be the Owen Sound Attack Black History Month jersey. And Taos, do I understand correctly that you had a big hand in the design of this jersey?
Yeah, me and the Emancipation Festival, and Greg Hagenot and Evan, most of the Attack family. We all designed this jersey together. A couple of my ideas were into it, like the fist, and that was kind of the main thing. Yeah. And we put Stand for Diversity at the bottom just to get a little extra into the jersey.
Sure.
So it makes it look good.
I see actually two Attack logos on here, like one on the wrist of the fist, and is this like a grayed out superimposed one?
Yeah, so with this one here, we actually had to put our logo onto it somewhere.
Right.
That said Owen Sound, so we just decided to put it at the bottom of the fist.
Very cool. Here, I'll hold that up a little bit higher for the camera. And
yeah, so that was just the main thing, and then we did have a smaller bear, but it didn't look as good, so we chose the big one, and yeah, I think it looks unreal.
And then I want to take a quick look, and we'll try to show this to the camera, but I just want to get the sleeve patches in here. Maybe we can zoom in on those. And do you want to talk a little bit about that for a second?
These patches here?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the Emancipation Festival, they've asked us if we can put their logo on the jersey. So we were originally going to put it on the front somewhere, but I think on the shoulders it looks a lot more visible. Yeah. And it's in a good spot, so I'm happy with where it is and how the jersey turned out.
Excellent. Well, these jerseys, I believe you can't purchase them outright. Well, actually, we'll give them a quick look at the back here as well, just so they can see what they'll look like all done up. Very excellent. Taos, I think this will be, I don't know if you're wearing this one specifically on ice or if this one is a takeaway jersey, but I know that these jerseys are available for auction, and am I correct that the funds are going to the Emancipation Festival or to their organization?
Yeah, to their organization and Team Jamaica.
Excellent, which you've got some experience playing on too, right? I think we talked about that last time a little bit, but have you gotten any more opportunities to kind of be in touch with them? Or?
Yeah, I've been in touch with my teammates from Team Jamaica. Not too much like the coaching staff or anything like that, just because they're busy themselves making things happen. So yeah, just keep in touch with my teammates.
Very cool, very cool. How has, I guess, like sort of some increased eyes now on Team Jamaica, how is that sort of affecting hockey? Like now that we see hockey kind of popping up in areas that maybe we wouldn't generally associate with hockey countries, have you seen, a greater number of people maybe trying to join hockey now because of it.
Yeah, well, I do get a lot of questions asked, like how did you make this team? Are the players good? Is the hockey good? And it's really showing that everybody does care, and that Team Jamaica is now on the map.
Excellent.
And that's kind of my goal with this team.
Now, Team Jamaica, of course, not in the World Junior tournament that we would be watching, but still a part of the World Juniors in a different division. Is that how that works?
Yeah, kind of. So we're kind of like working our way up to make the World Juniors and the Olympics.
Yeah.
So right now we're currently just working on getting some higher teams to play us and get more recognition that way, and then hopefully make our way to the Olympics one day.
Excellent. I think you were saying last time you guys were doing some games in the northern states there. And
yeah, we were in New York.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Very cool. Well, before we move on to some fun questions here, we've got our big Black History Month game coming up this Saturday against London. And I think you've had a hand a little bit in the planning of this game as well. Are there any things that you'd like to highlight for fans to make sure that they check out when they come to the Bayshore this weekend?
Probably just the jerseys. I mean, I'm just happy that the Owen Sound Attack and the Emancipation Festival got to design these.
Yeah.
It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for me. But yeah, that'd probably be the best thing for them to see.
Excellent. Well, I think the jersey auction is on until, I think it might be Sunday when the auction will close, so make sure you guys check that out on the Owen Sound Attack website. There will be a link at the bottom of the page that'll take you to the auction page, and you can put a bid in on, I think they might be game-worn jerseys actually that you guys are selling. So if you want a smelly jersey or a really cool-looking one, then make sure you guys go and check those out. I think they'll probably wash them before they give them away.
Yeah, they will.
That's good. Yeah. We don't want anybody getting a stinky one. That'd be something else. Okay, what we'll do is we're going to quickly go through the OHL Players of the Week that we normally do at the top of the show, and so we want to congratulate Liam Greentree of the Windsor Spitfires for getting OHL Player of the Week this weekend, getting 3 goals, 4 assists, and 7 points. Total of 41 games played, 27 goals, 37 assists, and 64 points for Liam Greentree. Excellent job for him. I believe also was out at the CHL prospect game, if I'm not mistaken, with our very own Carter George. Goaltender of the week, speaking of goalies, goes to Sam Hillenbrandt from the Barrie Colts. He'll be up here tomorrow night playing the Owen Sound Attack at the Bayshore. Sam had 2 wins on the weekend, a .940 save percentage, and 78 saves on the weekend. You can see total of 22 games played, 11 and 11. For a 3.29 generally and a .907 save percentage. So still a good save percentage for him, but a really good weekend for Sam. Congratulations to Sam. And the Owen Sound Attack Player of the Week, I believe here, going to Ethan Burrows. You can see there 46 games played, 22 goals, 30 assists for 52 points. A big weekend there for Ethan Burrows. Congratulations to Ethan for being this week's Owen Sound Attack Player of the Week. Your upcoming games, like we said, we've got Barrie coming to town tomorrow, and then Saturday against the London Knights, hoping to send them home. I asked the guys last week, wondering, I know we had some bus issues the last time we went down to London there. And just kind of ask them, what did they do to make sure that London has similar issues on their way up here? I don't know, did you guys plan something in the bus, just make sure this happens?
No,
right.
It was just...
we got the cooler jerseys, so we don't really need any other advantage, I guess.
That's true.
Okay, excellent. Well, I got some fun questions for you guys. They're just kind of quick ones. We'll zip through these, and we'll do these. We'll get a trivia question here in a minute, but first, I want to ask you guys, if you had to come up with a custom goal song, I know everybody loves the goal song of the Bayshore, but if you guys got to pick your own goal song, what would it be?
For me, Hypnotized by Biggie.
Okay, excellent. Harry, Gabe, any song that's kind of a go-to celebration song?
I'd probably go with Hotline Bling by Drake.
Okay, classic now. Yeah.
Masterpiece.
Masterpiece, okay. All right. Gotta know, if you could play with one former Attack player, who would it be? It could be somebody recently, maybe Taos, that you played with, or somebody historical that you guys would want to play with.
I don't know. I kind of want to play with Theo Peckham.
Theo Peckham?
Yeah,
okay.
I heard he was an animal on the ice. So.
Very cool. Do you guys have any former Attack players? I can help you with some names if you need. Sure. Maybe Bobby Ryan.
Oh, yeah, Bobby Ryan.
Biz Nasty was here for, I think, half a season. Got Wayne Simmons, Nick Suzuki. Yeah, Nick Suzuki probably.
Yeah,
okay.
probably.
Yourself?
Probably Biz.
Biz? Okay, excellent. Other question. You guys have an easier answer this week than the guys did last week, but who's winning the Super Bowl this year? There's only 2 teams. Is it Taylor Swift or the other one?
I don't even
Chiefs.
watch football.
You got the Chiefs?
Yeah.
Yeah,
as well?
I think the Chiefs.
What's the other team?
49ers.
All right, that team then.
You're going for the 49ers. Okay, it's a hot take. Appreciate it. I'll cheer for anybody who's cheering against the Chiefs this year. Okay, what is the strangest chirp that anybody's ever said to you, either on or off the ice?
For me, actually, somebody said this year. We're in Flint, and somebody said, "Go back to Golf Town." So I just looked at him. I was like, "What?" All right.
You weren't able to kind of figure out what they meant?
I don't even know what he meant by that, but
Okay.
I thought it was hilarious.
Excellent. You guys got a favorite chirp? Maybe your favorite chirp to give someone? Do you have like a go-to that you've got loaded?
No, not really.
No? Okay.
Yeah, I'm not really a big chirper, but
That's fair. That's fair. I took you as somebody who might be just a big talker on the ice. Just when you come off the ice, you're, back to your normal self. All right, we'll find out. All right, curious. Do you have a favorite nickname that people use for you?
I do like my name, Jordo.
Okay.
That's probably my favorite. Other than when I was younger, I used to be called Tosser.
Tosser.
Yeah.
Do you just throw the mitts all the time? Is that what's
No,
going on?
no. I used to actually. One of my best friends, he came up with this. I used to sauce the puck a lot, like all the way down the ice, and find somebody on a breakaway. So after that, he just called me Tosser. So that was
excellent.
Yeah.
Okay, I like it. Gabe, how about yourself?
usually guys just call me Smitty.
Smitty? Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I got to ask you, I mean, you got another Smith in town, so what's going on? Do you guys, did you have to fight for the name? Like, is there like a secret code here?
No, I mean, he's older, so he gets the name.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
That's fair. So do you have, I mean, your favorite is Smitty. Did they have to change your nickname when Connor got here, or are you guys still kind of duking it out for it?
No, sometimes the guys call me G, just G or Smitty, either one.
Nice. Very cool. Harry, how about yourself?
Hairball or hair bear?
Hairball or hair bear? Wow, that's softer than I thought it was going to be, but I like it. That's something else. Okay, your go-to team sport. Maybe we'll start with Harry this time. Your go-to team sport that isn't hockey. If you had to play any other sport, team sport, what would it be?
Basketball.
Basketball. Okay.
Yeah, same basketball.
Basketball as well.
probably golf.
Golf.
Yeah.
I guess if you consider the FedEx Cup part of a team sport, then it sort of counts.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Or live golf. I guess they're technically on teams.
Yeah.
Okay, that works. Go-to to watch. Do you guys have one that you prefer watching than playing?
Well, hockey.
Hockey. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, hockey or basketball, either one.
Yep.
Yeah, probably basketball.
Nice, excellent. Okay, you're going in 1-0. Are you dangling? Or are you sniping? Just you and the goalie.
Angling.
Dangling? Okay. I mean, you impressed in camp with your hands. I remember that one move that you made that just got everybody jumping off the bench. Like, I think I saw Colby jumping out first, just over the boards to give you a big hug. So I could see that.
I'll go sniping.
Sniping, yeah. Classic D move, I guess.
Yeah, sniping.
Same?
Yeah.
You going clapper? What are you trying to disguise it at all? Pulling it behind you a little bit, using your body?
I don't think I'd go clapper, just whatever I'm seeing.
Okay.
Yeah, probably same with me.
Same thing. All right, excellent. We'll take a quick break from this. We'll give the trivia question. I believe the trivia question for 2 tickets to tomorrow's night game is, where was Taos Jordan born? I think that's the trivia question today. So you got to give the town, not just the province, but the town, and then you will win yourself 2 tickets, I believe, to tomorrow's night game against Barrie here at the Bayshore. So make sure you get your phones out, open up Google. If you already know it, maybe that's a little weird, I don't know, but you might have to Google this and send your answer in. Make sure you text in and you will have 2 tickets to tomorrow night's game. All right, favorite hockey movie of all time? You got to watch a hockey movie. What are you putting in?
Oh, what's that one of those 3 goons, like Slapshot?
Slapshot? Yeah, okay.
I'd go the Mighty Ducks.
Mighty Ducks, nice.
Miracle on Ice.
Miracle. Can you, for us right now, quote the speech or not quite yet?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Well, one day we'll get there.
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah, eventually.
Okay. Do you have a favorite hockey show? I know, Harry, you're a big show guy. Do you have a favorite hockey show?
Yeah, Shoresy.
Shoresy? Okay, excellent.
Not really a show, probably Spittin' Chicklets.
Spittin' Chicklets. Okay, yeah, I guess podcast or YouTube show counts as well. Yeah.
Yeah, probably Shoresy as well.
Shoresy as well. Is it kind of interesting for you guys? Like I asked the guys last week, is it cool to see shows like that you can kind of relate to that hockey experience that really is like relatively exclusive? Like so few players reach the level that you're at, and so few players really understand what it takes to get to where you are. Is there something kind of endearing about seeing a show of a bunch of guys that seem to kind of get it?
Yeah, it's pretty neat to watch.
Pure comedy.
Pure comedy, okay. Excellent. Sewer Ball, game is over. One of you guys have won, I don't know who. It's pre-game, you're in the stands, you got the headphones in. Not your goal song, but what song are you listening to hype you up for this game to get you absolutely buzzing?
Wi-Fi Masterpiece.
Okay. Just a big Masterpiece guy, that makes sense. All right, fair enough.
Probably Butterfly Effect.
Butterfly Effect, okay.
Yeah, probably PIMP or
Nice.
Hypnotize. I just love that song.
Excellent, okay. We'll congratulate really quick Bev Piercy for winning the trivia contest for 2 tickets to tomorrow night's game against Barrie. The correct answer, Taos, do you want to spoil it for us?
Yeah, Brooklyn, Ontario.
Brooklyn, Ontario. Excellent. So good job, Bev. You'll be able to claim those, I believe, at the box office, and we'll get some instructions to you on that. And you will be enjoying the game with one other tomorrow night at the Bayshore against the Barrie Colts. Okay, we've got 30 seconds really quick. What is your curve on your stick?
P29.
P29?
P29.
29?
P28.
P28, okay. Excellent. Well, gentlemen, thank you so much. We will continue these questions after the break, and then we'll go into a few highlights from this past week. We'll see you right after this commercial break.
This program is brought to you by Ignite TV. Now you're in command. Visit Rogers.com for more details.
Canada's Got Talent is getting ready for the biggest season ever.
874,624, 800.
With the biggest cash prize in Canadian TV history.
Howie, what are you doing?
874,626.
Rogers wrote a $1 million check for this season's CGT winner.
Yes! It's the $1 million season.
Thank you, Rogers.
Canada's Got Talent. This March on City TV.
Baking for Change is coming this fall, and I'm your host, Wendy Pauls. We'll feature some of Canada's best bakers like Jen and Astor, sharing their favorite recipes. And you can bake along with us at home, while supporting refugee youth like Crystal. And the amazing work of UNICEF Canada.
Check for Days and Times
on Rogers TV.
Never see that. What a shot!
Rogers TV.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Attack Rap. Once again, I'm your host, Nick Kennedy, back with Taos Jordan, Harry Nansi, and Gabriel Smith. Gentlemen, welcome back. We're going to just jump right back into these questions, no time to breathe whatsoever. What is your favorite athlete of all time?
Yeah.
McDavid.
Connor McDavid,
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably Usain Bolt.
Usain Bolt, nice,
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably same Usain Bolt.
Usain Bolt as well?
Yeah.
Just the drive, the work ethic,
Yeah.
a little bit of showmanship too, like, yeah, not bad. He had a pretty good mix of all that. Asked you just before what your curve was, want to know as well, what's your flex?
85.
85? Okay.
85.
85.
Oh, it's 80 or 75. I don't know.
Okay, between there. Just kind of change it up and see what works.
Just don't know which one.
Oh, okay. That's fair. That's fair. We'll ask Stumps next time. We got to get him on the show, and we'll find out all the equipment questions we need. Do you guys have a favorite book of all time? Or do you guys prefer, like... The last guys on the show, I think all three, they just said, I don't read. So that's also a fair answer. You can say that.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest, I don't read.
Fair enough.
Only
fair
book
enough.
I read was Big Nate.
Pardon me?
Only book I've read is Big Nate.
Big Nate?
Yeah.
I don't think I've read that one, but
No.
cool. Gabe, same thing?
Yeah, I don't really read.
Fair enough, fair enough. Okay, white or black tape, or you going like pink or green or flame or red? What are you guys going?
Black.
Black tape, okay.
Black.
Black as well.
Oh, with white. But
Going with white?
I've tried black before.
Yeah. I don't know, did we get you doing the mini stick taping the last time you were on the show?
No.
I noticed you go like way up the, sorry, I don't have any mini sticks here. I know that would have been fun. You got to do it. Taos, did you get to do one?
No.
I'm sorry, I'm dropping the ball here. Servac didn't get to do it. He was on the show last week, and he was asking where they were. I noticed real quick, you tape like pretty far up the shaft of your blade, or of your stick. Like you get it looks like you go toe to heel and then right up the shaft. Is that how you do it?
Yeah, well, the shafts first. Then
You start the shaft.
Yeah.
Okay, why do you tape so high?
I don't know.
Like, is it aesthetic, or did somebody tell you to do it, or
No, I just started doing it.
just randomly started doing
Yeah, I
it?
used to rock no tape. So
You used to go no tape on your blade at all?
Yeah.
As a forward?
yeah.
Wow, okay.
Just started wearing it this year.
This is your first year with tape, so when you had
Oh,
that
no.
big game with Nepean, you weren't...
No.
Really? Why? Is there any reason, or you just didn't want it?
I don't know. Just didn't like just didn't like tape.
That's wild. I don't know if you saw the like people were going a little bit nuts over was it Tyler Bertuzzi's tape job where he like just puts one strip up his shaft and over the butt of his stick, and that was all the grip tape he used. But no tape on the blade is that's pretty cool. Okay, it's kind of like ball hockey style.
Yeah.
Do you have any? I can't remember your stick right now, but do you do any interesting tape jobs?
No, I just do thick black from toe to heel. Like a little bit up the shaft, but not crazy like Harry.
Yeah, I was like, you got like 2 or 3 inches going up the shaft of your stick. That's wild. No, cool. I had to ask. I couldn't imagine when I saw it there. What is one like hockey style, like if somebody's got really good hockey flow, or what's like the best hockey style thing that has kind of made its way through the game? Is it like the big tongues? Like I think Stewie had those big tongues on his skates last year.
I don't know, maybe visor tilt.
Visor tilt.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Actually, you've got a pretty tilted one too. Am I right in that?
Yeah, that's pretty tilted.
Yeah, I thought so. Okay.
Yeah. I'd say full tuck on your skates.
Ooh,
tucking
okay.
your socks over.
Nice. I like that.
Oh, probably the same thing. Yeah.
As both of them?
Well, no, just front tuck.
Front tuck.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, big front tuck guy. Fair enough. Okay, we'll gotta ask you your favorite city that you've ever played hockey in.
Probably New York.
That's fair. Did you get to play at Madison Square Garden?
No, I didn't.
That would have been
that would have been awesome.
Where were you playing when you were there?
I forget the rank, but it was pretty neat. It was like a barn style thing, but like
Okay.
you had to go up an elevator
Right.
and then through like these weird doors and then to be like a dome looking thing.
Was that from the change room you had to take an elevator?
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, so there would be like 10 of us just in the elevator.
Just a regular size one, not like a...
Yeah, no, it was regular size.
Oh,
it
wow.
wasn't big at all. So
Okay.
It was pretty fun.
That would be pretty unique.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Do you guys have a favorite city yet? I mean, last time you were on the show, you guys hadn't played in too many places. Now you've played in quite a few. Do you have a favorite arena that you've played at or favorite city to visit?
There's one in like
Pardon?
PEI.
PEI?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what team was there, but there's like some nice rink there.
Were you there when you were playing with Nepean? Did you guys have a tournament out there?
No.
Oh, okay. Fair enough, fair enough. Gabe, do you have a favorite
I'd
city?
say Sault Ste. Marie.
The Sioux. Interesting, okay. Is it you just a big road trip guy or?
No, I just I like the way the arena looks.
Okay. Very cool, very cool. Do you guys have a least favorite city to play in? And why is it Peterborough's arena? Okay, it doesn't have to be Peterborough, but what is your least favorite?
Probably Sudbury, just because
Sudbury,
it's
okay.
freezing.
Yeah.
Sudbury too. It looks like an old rink just renovated.
Okay.
Yeah, Sudbury.
Sudbury. Oh, wow. Okay. Do you do you want to play them when they're in the Blueberry Bulldog uniforms? Being a big Shoresy guy.
Yeah, that'd be pretty gross.
That would be pretty something, eh? Do you guys have a favorite sports quote or something that's sort of stuck with you?
Yeah, hard work beats talent. Talent doesn't work hard.
Nice.
Yeah.
Excellent. Who told you that one?
My dad.
Very cool.
Yeah.
That's a great quote.
Yeah.
That's one of those ones you'll remember forever,
Oh yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Do you guys have one? Is it now Taos' dad's quote? Like, is that just
Same thing my dad said. He said the same thing.
just word for word? That's something else. That's crazy.
Yeah.
You got like a text group going or something like that? Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, same. Not exact wording, but
Wow, all three of your dads said the same thing. That is wild. That's cool. No, I appreciate that. That's a great quote, though, and very good sentiment. Something I think that all of our junior attack guys that play probably could learn from.
Yeah.
Excellent. What is one thing about yourself that people wouldn't expect? Do you guys have like a secret talent or a hobby either on or off the ice?
I don't know. Probably my passion for cars.
Oh yeah, we
Maybe,
talked
yeah.
about that last time. You had the tailpipe from last year. I heard lots of stories about that when I
Yeah.
came around here. Very cool.
Pretty gross at chill.
Pardon me?
I'm pretty gross at chill.
Sorry, I didn't catch that. Say that one
Pretty
more time.
gross. I'm pretty gross at chill.
Okay. Oh, at the game. Gotcha. What is? That's a great topic. What is the best year of Chell that's ever been made? For those watching that don't know that short form, that's EA Sports NHL games for, I guess, Xbox and PlayStation and stuff like that.
13.
13. Okay. Was that Patrick Kane on the cover, or was that 15?
Claude Giroux.
Claude Giroux. Excellent. That was a good year. Gabe?
I'd go 19.
19. Fair enough. Now, the other question for you as well is, do you have like something that somebody wouldn't expect about you, or a hobby or something like that?
I would say I don't mind listening to some Taylor Swift on my free time.
Oh man, that is a hot take. I specifically asked all the guys last week. I think none of them said they were Swifties. So you are the first, at least the first that's willingly outed themselves as being a true Swiftie. And I appreciate the confidence that takes.
Yeah.
And I'm sure all of the viewers watching the show tonight appreciate that confidence in you to just proudly say that you are a Taylor Swift fan. So that's great. Do you guys have a favorite stick or like a really sentimental stick that you've ever used?
Not really. No, I think maybe the Trues I got during Christmas to mess around with. Those were pretty cool
Nice.
to me, but yeah.
Do you guys have a favorite stick or one that maybe you used as a kid that you kept around?
I liked the Bauer Sink in minor hockey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Do you still use those?
No.
I guess CCM now, probably. Yeah.
I used to have a Nike Bauer stick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like the old Vapors or?
Yeah, something like that.
Nice. Excellent. Yeah, those were, I remember when those first came out, everybody wanted to get one, and they were pretty something. We've seen videos of guys doing this in the past, and I don't know if maybe you guys have any sort of insight into this, but We've seen some guys take smelling salts before on a bench. Other guys will just pound like mustard. Oh, like, why mustard, first of all? And if you had to pick one of the two, which one are you going?
For me, smelling salts.
Okay.
I've never seen anybody take mustard before.
I think it might have been a guy from Sudbury. CHL posted something about it, or OHL did, but just
I've seen the pickle juice before. But
seen that one, yeah.
Yeah, I've never seen mustard before.
Wild.
I'd go smelling salts.
Yeah.
Never tried mustard on the bench, and I don't really like the taste of mustard.
Yeah, probably a good thing not to start now.
Yeah.
Smelling salt too.
Salts as well, yeah. Fair enough. I guess we talked about your best advice that you've ever gotten, but who would you say is your biggest fan? Would it be your dad's or somebody else?
Probably my mom. No,
Your mom?
definitely my mom. She'll be mad if I don't say her, so definitely her.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, I'd say my mom and dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mom.
Yeah. How important is that to you guys, just that family aspect of supporting you through hockey?
It helps a lot.
Have you guys ever had, like, I don't know, a fan, like, send fan mail or something like that to you? Like, just, like, something that you just sort of weren't expecting?
Well, I got a DM the other day of somebody who made, like, a big sign.
Oh, cool.
And said, it's my 31st birthday, I really want to taste Jordan stick, so that was pretty cool to me.
Wow.
Yeah, they got a signed stick, so.
Good for them. Yeah, I mean, hey, that's bold to do, but there you go. Yeah. You guys ever had like just a fun fan interaction yet?
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah. Yourself as well?
Yeah. Sometimes, like, walking around upstairs, you get some good fan interactions.
For sure, yeah, you would up there. Yeah, that's cool. And what is the strangest fan interview? I mean, if it's like not PG, you don't have to share, but what is like the strangest fan interaction that you've ever had while playing minor hockey?
I don't really know. There's not really anything crazy that's happened.
Our fans are just too good, I guess.
Yeah, our fans are great.
Yeah.
Actually, we did have this one thing that happened when Caleb Lawrence was still here.
Yeah.
When we were playing against London. Some fan jumped down from like this high rail. It was probably about 8 or 9 feet up and ran down our hallway.
Wow.
In the London arena. So that was probably the weirdest thing.
Leave it to London to have the crazy fans, right? Yeah. Okay, last one before we jump into some highlights for the week. We've seen lots of talk about overtimes and stuff like that. You guys played an overtime this week. Do you have a preference between 3-on-3 overtime and 5-on-5 overtime?
Yeah, probably 3-on-3, just because there's more space.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, same thing.
Yeah, same.
Excellent. Okay, well, we've probably got time for 2 highlight packages, so we'll forget about the Barrie game. We'll actually take a look at the game against Flint at home. I believe that was on Saturday night, so we'll take a look at the highlights, and then we'll come back and break those down.
And Slavicek almost ended up right on the back. So they now out in front. Here's Nolan Dan, and reaching back is Carter George to make the save. Cross, good stick by James Petrosky, and now it's an opportunity shorthanded, 3-on-2. James Petrosky, Barlow, back to James Petrosky, over to Barlow, he scores! Back and forth, Colby Barlow shorthanded.
What a play by James Petrosky leading the rush. He gets his stick on it in the defensive zone, allowing the 3-on-2 rush. Servac Petrosky drives the net, and then like you said, Mark, back and forth, back to Barlow to the back of the net.
Hammered by Connor Smith over the goal. Maddenstein gets it. He lets it go in front. Puck is loose. On his knees is McHugh, but he can't throw it on net. Another touch by the Firebirds. Takes away an icing. Turnover, open his score. Quick shot wide. Side of the net. Barlow trying to lift it home. And an outstretched Day gets a piece of that dribbler. Swatted to the middle of the ice. Turnover by the Firebirds. With it is Barlow. One-timer. Burrows. He scores! Ring the bell. Ethan Burrows makes it 2-0.
What a release by the overage forward, Ethan Burrows. His 20th goal of the season, off the post and in.
2 minutes on the board here in the second period. Colson Petrie with the Dragon Fire scores. He gets it through. A much-needed goal for the Firebirds here late in the second will trim the deficit to 1. And Flint will break out. A bank pass ahead. Aspinall takes it wide. In front, Lombardi loses it. In front, backhand scores. Jeremy Martin puts it home. And just like that, boy, this one has taken a turn. It's tied 2-2. All right, here we go for the third period. Buckle up. It's going to be a good finish on this Saturday night. The attack and the Firebirds all tied up 2-2. Ethan Burrows, Denny Gora, and Colby Barlow. They're lying on the ice to start the final frame. Nolan Dan goes up the middle. Turnover. Barlow has it across. One-timer Burrows. He scores! That's how you start the period. Second of the night for Ethan Burrows. Restores the 1-goal lead. Ewell's the D-man. Backed up. Found an open player in Dan. Feeds it through to Slavacek. Gives it off. Petrie delays, fires. Save made the rebound. He scores! Colson Petrie sticks with it. His second of the night, and the game is tied once again. Pierre looks to lift it out, and he will. 5 seconds remains. Connor Smith goes back. And on this Saturday night, we are going to need some overtime. Owen Sound will change. Stretch pass up to Pierre. Back to Mancini. Mancini's been out there since overtime began. He'll go to the bench now. Left the puck for Nolan Dan. Can he be the hero again? Dan coming in, cross crease. What a save by Carter George. Knocked down, pushed ahead. Could be a breakaway. Sarek Petrowski. He's off to the races. Can he get the winner? Big save by Day. Puck still loose. Backhander Burrows. Oh, Day stopped that one. Gore. And Gore, he'll carry it. Pass knocked down by Slavacek. Breakaway pass for him. On his horse is Burrows to get back. Slavacek trying to reel it in. Blocked, and Owen Sound could have a 2-on-1. They quickly go up to Gore. Colson Petrie got back. Everybody grabs a man. Sedley. Burrows off the crossbar. What a tip by Ethan Burrows. Inches away from the hat trick. Mancini blocks it and knocks him to the ice. Now Burrows with a hit, and a penalty coming up to the attack. 2-on-1. Petrie, Mancini, Petrie holds. Nice play by Denny Gore. Flint is going to the power play. Mancini moves it to Petrie. Back to Mancini. One-timer Pierre fakes it. Dan trying to go cross crease, blocked by Connor Smith. 20 seconds to go. Can the attack hold on? Pierre, one-timer, Dan, he scores! Back-to-back nights, Nolan Dan, the overtime hero.
Well, gentlemen, a tough game. I mean, getting a point out of it, which is great. What's the feeling on the bench when you guys are going into OT? Like, how do you guys stay focused and stay ready? When you get that late goal against, and does it feel like the wind is out of your sails, or are you guys just kind of chomping at the bit, ready for OT?
Yeah, well, we're always pretty dialed when it comes to OT. Mm-hmm. There's not too much messing around.
Yeah.
We know what we're there for, and we try to just execute it the best we can.
Yeah. It looked like in OT, like you guys were flying, even like defensively, really solid. Like a couple of guys diving, making poke check plays. Like really did look like you guys had a really good handle there on the game. What is it? What is that like on the bench when you're in OT and you get a penalty? Like, is that one of those things where it's almost like the adversity is something that empowers you to keep going, or is that like just kind of one of those things that it feels like it emotionally just kind of takes the team out of the game?
For me, I get excited when that type of stuff happens because I am on the PK.
Right.
So I know that I have a job to do, and we practice it all the time, so I should be good at my job. So,
sure.
When it comes to those circumstances, I'm ready for it, and I know the other guys are as well. And that's kind of our mindset, just kill this off and get to the next play.
Excellent. I'd love to know, sort of, what is your take on 4-on-3 PKs versus 5-on-4 PKs? Is one harder than the other?
Well, 5-on-3 is a little harder just because there is an extra guy down low, usually.
Yeah. I should have said 5-on-4 versus 4-on-3.
I'd rather probably 4-on-3 I like a little bit better.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, just because they're kind of like in a box most of the time.
Right.
So like you only have to protect the back door.
Yeah.
So I'd rather prefer 4-on-3.
Makes sense. You guys have a preference with 5-on-4 versus 4-on-3?
In 4-on-3, they have more time and space, so.
Oh, okay.
They can.
I guess as a forward, yeah, that would make sense.
They can easily walk in and shoot it from any dangerous spot.
Right. Makes sense. Gabe, similar answer?
Yeah, I'd say same thing.
Excellent. Well, we'll take a quick look here at the Guelph highlights. Great game there from Owen Sound at home Sunday afternoon, and we'll be right back to break down those highlights as well.
And Crane has to go off his stick. Rogers sends it deep inside the Guelph zone. Teresini comes through, gets control out in front for Cormier. Gillespie the save, McHugh a whack, and holding his ground strongly was Braden Gillespie.
To take advantage of when he's on the ice.
Clean face-off win by Denny Gore. Steen with a shot, scores! Madden Steen put it towards the net, and Ethan Burrows gets a touch. It's 1-0 Owen Sound.
It felt like a big hit up here in the press box as well.
Well, you mentioned it last night. We had a door open in the other end, currently to the left of Braden Gillespie. Here's a breakaway chance now for Colby Barlow. He's coming in, chasing him back is Allen. Scores! Colby Barlow on the breakaway makes it 2-0 Owen Sound. Gore got a piece, a save by Gillespie. Sedley at the point again, holds and waits, over to Servac Petrovsky. He pulls the trigger, scores! Bar down, Servac Petrovsky, and it's 3-0 Owen Sound. Crane skipped it across the top. He couldn't pick it up clean, and another breakaway for Colby Barlow. Barlow looking for his second backhand. He scores! An absolute beauty by the captain, Colby Barlow. Goes against the grain for James Petrovsky. Tries to go up the middle. Dangerous play there. Owen Sound fails to get it out. Bowman can walk right in. Bowman going to the backhand and a poke check there. Denies. Won't come back to burn the Storm as it's McKenzie on the drop pass, misses. We have a linesman down in front of the Guelph bench. A big spill. Owen Sound has Teresini coming in. Goes across to Cormier. Scores! Oh, they're having fun at the Bayshore on this Sunday afternoon. Ben Cormier makes it 5-0, but it was knocked away by Romeo. Mestikov will play it in deep. After it is Brody Crane. Picks it up out in front for Vecchia. He scores. Good steal down low by Crane, and he finds Xander Vecchia as he'll end the shutout bid for Carter George. The Storm get on the board. So Owen Sound will set up shop now. 40 seconds into the man advantage. Sam Sedley holding and waiting. Servac Petrovsky down low, cross crease, opportunity for Gore, and it stays out. Slavic diving across with the paddle, his glove, a little help from his D-man. Somehow, the attack don't score there. It's up to Cormier. Cormier avoids the hit as he leaped out of the way of Crane, maintained possession. Burrows across, got it through to Jordan, fires a shot, saved by Slavic, 2 whacks, 3 whacks, McHugh scores! Well, they jam away, and Sam McHugh will get it home. 6-1 Owen Sound. Oh, icing waved off, so the attack will start to change, and Sam McHugh goes in on the forecheck. He challenges Romeo. Turned over by the Storm. Here's a high shot, scores! James Petrovsky, a slapper to the goal, gets by, and he can make it 7 on this Sunday afternoon. As the final seconds come off the board, and the Owen Sound attack put up a big...
Well, a much better result there from the attack this weekend. Before we break those down, before I forget, we've only got a few minutes left in the show, but we'll give somebody a chance to win a couple of tickets to the London game with this next trivia question. Make sure you get your phones ready. The question is, what team did Harry Nansi play for last season? You've got about 4 or 5 minutes, so if you have time, make sure you look that up and text that in right away, and we'll try to make sure we get you those tickets before the end of the show here. Well, gentlemen, you guys, this past Sunday, you guys looked like you were out for blood. Like, you guys just came out, everybody was skating, it looked like twice as fast as they have ever before. Taos, a huge hit in the game to really get the guys into the mindset of winning, and you guys just kind of kept pushing and pushing and pushing. Carter, of course, just solid back there. was there something about the tight turnaround, like you guys going from a kind of a late OT finish to a 2 o'clock start the next day, that just sort of kind of got you guys all on the same page? Or was there, did Rums just have like a miracle level speech for you guys in the room to get you into it?
Yeah, well, he was just telling us like how important this weekend was. So we needed those 4 points, and we got 3 out of 4. So we're happy with it. But we really needed those Sunday points. So thank goodness we got them. So we keep our spot in the standings. So
well, and an interdivisional win too. Like some people may not realize that win would be, if you were going to win and lose against one of those two teams, winning against Guelph is just that much more valuable being interdivisional. Excellent. Did you guys feel good about that game as well? I mean, you guys, I think we're watching that game from the stands, but what do you notice when you watch that game? Like, are you looking for something specific in your team? Are you guys like taking notes or stats on what's going on at all?
I mean, yeah, I thought they played well. They played hard and dominated the game.
Yeah. Excellent. Same thing. Yeah. I mean, there's really only one way to look at that game. It was a very dominant win. It looked like you guys were just on a whole nother level that Guelph wasn't expecting. We do have another trivia winner here in Heather Anderson. So congratulations to Heather Anderson for winning the tickets to this Saturday's game, getting the answer correct. Which team did Harry Nansi play for? It was, in fact, the Nepean Raiders, U18 AAA team. So there you go. Big game. You had your big game was with Nepean, right? That was like a 7-goal game or something like that? 6 game. Yeah, 6-goal game. Excellent. Okay, we've got, I think, 2 minutes, so I'm going to give you guys just a couple of more questions here to take you into the break. We were talking about jerseys. We got this great one here for Saturday. What is your favorite jersey that you've gotten to wear of all time?
Probably the attack one.
The attack one? Yeah. Do you have a specific one that you've enjoyed the most?
Yeah, I really like our black ones.
Yeah. Excellent. You guys?
Probably the red attack jerseys.
The red ones, yeah.
The red ones too.
Red ones as well. Yeah, fair enough. Okay, we got 1 minute, so last final question, just for fans to really get to know you. What's your biggest fear? I'll go first to break the ice. I hate spiders. Can't stand them. I'm willing to say that live on TV. Do you guys have a big fear?
Yeah, I'm afraid of heights.
Heights, okay.
Yeah.
Probably like deep waters.
Deep waters, okay, yeah. Yeah, that's fair. Like if you're in a boat or just if you're swimming?
If I'm like swimming somewhere deep.
Fair enough.
Similar to him, but like just stranded in water.
Stranded in water, okay. Yeah, makes sense. Well, great. I appreciate your guys' candor. Thank you for your answers as well in our first half. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching Attack Wrap this week. We'll be back next week with 3 new guests, including one brand new Owen Sound Attack. Make sure you tune in next weekend. We'll see you at the Bayshore tomorrow and on Saturday. Thank you so much for watching Attack Wrap here on Rogers TV. I'm your host, Nick Kennedy, and we'll see you next week.
Connect with us by visiting our website or email us at comments@rogerstv.com.
I still remember the games. The laughter, the footsteps through the hallway. I'll never forget the challenges.
Every day I come back from work, it's always like this. We're yelling in front of the kids.
I'll never forget the help we needed. How far we've come.
Man, is there a lot of pressure on this young fighter here tonight.
Fighting is life.
This is my belt. I earned this in blood, paid in full. This is mine.
Everyone gets knocked down, but fighters get back